Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading for October 2018. This channel is called The Witching Hour. My name is Michelle and I'm a witch. Just smudging our sacred space and would like to invite you to check out the drop-down box below if you would like to book a personal reading with me or if you would like to donate to this channel. For your reading, I'm using Sacred Circle Tarot by Anna Franklin, illustrated by Paul Mason. And I'm also using Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards by Flavia Kate Peters and Barbara Michael John Free, illustrated by Richard Crooks. I evoke the element of earth through a beautiful blessing written by Travis Bowman. And it goes, here and now I evoke the elemental force of earth, the soil of fertility and growth, fecund source of stability, stillness, and health. I seek the deep cavern within that I might patiently build strength, mystery, sanctuary, and abundance. I call you forth to filter away all that is impure and to stand rooted in this world. Mountain and dust, footstep and stone, earth I call thee hence. And I pray that you'll be able to maintain your highest vibration and that you will be blessed in all areas of love, security, and freedom. So may it be. Love, security, and freedom. Past, present, and future. The underlying energies of love at this time are stability, the Nine of Cups. Self-love. Completion of self-love. Immersed, fully immersed in self-love to the best of your ability at this time in your life. Meaning that you don't feel you need anything from outside of yourself emotionally except that which is only obtainable through another person. Meaning that they'll be showing you a reflection of their own self-love. So it's just kind of like you and the other loving yourselves with each other. And feeling inside of yourself, feeling to you personally that is really what loving someone else is all about. And you kind of feel that kind of love is clicking into place within your soul and in your being. In the past, the energy of love was thought, the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. This looks like contemplation, peace. Maybe after turmoil of thinking and finally just sitting down and thinking to yourself, well, I just want to figure this out. I want to allow clarity to come to me, to allow clarity to come to me about love, about what it is I really want. And you did find that. You did find peace of mind is what that is. Peace of mind. About self-love, how to love another. You've recently gotten a handle on peace of mind about love, becoming at peace with yourself, becoming at peace with what you don't know about love, becoming at peace with what you do know and willing to apply it, and waiting only to apply love once you have peace of mind about it in any given situation, and not necessarily holding off on loving anyone until you have peace of mind, but more like moment-to-moment decisions within love, that you have been carefully guarding your steps with clarity of thought and moving only forward with each decision at a time once you have peace of mind regarding the area of love and the choices made in the area of love. That's really good. That feels really nice. That you're able to have the presence of mind to wait. And this is, if you had any doubt, it's clear here. You have established this. This is what Spirit has accomplished within you. This is what all the messages have come to from the past. Peace of mind about self-love, your ability to love, yeah, that feels good. And right now, regret. I'm seeing to where this has a place in these cards, in this spread. It appears to me more about coming to terms with what you have gained in love, or at least what insight you have gained about love. Are you surrounded by love? You are not surrounded. You are not completely surrounded. In other words, the circle is not complete. You feel that there is something missing. And you are at peace with that fact only in the here and now, because you can't make demands on the future or the past. You're coming to grips with this. You're coming to grips with it right now. In some way or other, it's like you're coming to terms with your losses, not necessarily cutting your losses, but more like accepting them fully for what they are, fully feeling what it is that you've lost, but with clear insight. The emotions are not fogging your vision about it. You feel that you can really look at those things now, and that's what you're looking at. Looking at what you've lost and realizing this whole time, however long that has been for you, this whole time you have been really blessed with the amount of self-love that you've given to yourself and others. You know that your love has always been an expression of your self-love, only you just didn't realize that. So you realize you gained more than you lost in love. Whether that circle is complete with the physical people being there or not, it's like you kind of realize that you stood in the gap for yourself. That's what that feels like to me. And that's what it is. Spirit is saying that's what that is. You stood in the gap for yourself. You realize that all the love you've given is a reflection of who you truly are. It's a reflection of your pure heart of gold. And you do feel that for yourself. Self-appreciation. You've gained more than you've lost, and you realize that. But you are looking at the losses too, but it's not a detriment to you. It's more of coming to peace about it all. And it feels really good. I feel no negative energy coming from that card at all. Air. And that grows your perception exponentially. Exponentially. This is bringing you an insight that will create even greater love within yourself. And I think the more your love grows exponentially, the more you will draw a bigger and better love to yourself, from yourself, and you will begin to see it mirrored in the world around you. The area of security, past, present, future. The underlying energy of security is the Eight of Wands. Action. Seeing things happen. You've been seeing things happen. You've been seeing a reflection of your self-love in the things that you do. It feels a little fast-paced. You might feel like a little apprehensive about the pace, how fast things seem to be going or heading. Not knowing what direction they're heading. Maybe just sitting and waiting until you can see what direction they're heading, but being at peace with not knowing kind of makes things move ahead even faster, and then that creates another wave of a little bit of apprehension, just like a little ripple, and then you come to terms with that, and on it goes. It's like, I don't know, you're just kind of rippling out with this understanding of emotional security. This is like new, uncharted territory here for you. This security, self-created security, something along those lines. In the past, you have imagination, the Queen of Swords. This being feeling as if you have a clear idea, and you have had a clear idea, you always have had a clear idea of what your heart wants, what it is your heart wants, what your heart is telling you, what it looks like in your imagination, what it looks like in your third eye. You can visualize it very easily, clearly, almost crystal clear is what I'm seeing. It's right there. It just seems like all that you could manifest is very clear in your mind and what could be. And there's a lot of potential in it. It seems like it's on the threshold and awaiting this force to push the potential over the threshold. And here we have expression, the Queen of Discs. There is the expression, exactly what I just said. This is self-sufficiency. This is the ability to do what you can do, what only you can do. Feeling that your individual identity, your true identity or your individuality is what gives you your power. It is your self-empowerment, that you are you and no one is you but you, and that's kind of what gives you a feeling of self-empowerment. And you're sitting with that. You're sitting with all of the potential of your crystal clear vision of what your heart wants and feeling the tangibility of it, sitting with it, not making any quick sudden moves, but feeling the potential growing and growing. Really feeling it, wanting to push out over that threshold and waiting to see. It's like it's becoming more and more real, it feels like to me. And the future is the Eight of Discs, skill. This isn't showing that this is in the hands of the Queen. This is in her hands. This is in your hands, Virgo. And Queen of Pentacles is the sign of Virgo. It is the quintessential earth element here, meeting up with this clarity of thought here that's been paired by someone. I do feel that there's someone coming along who matches your manifestation skills, matches. Your vision matches one another. That crystal has something to do with it. The clarity, the crystal vision that you both have are like the same image of one another. There is a matching duality. That's the words I just heard. It's almost like the yin to the yang or the twin flame type of feeling, like the mirror image of what you imagine. And that you see this up here You've been given this. Somebody's giving you this awareness of this other being there who matches. It's almost like she's looking. This queen is looking for him. The match. And there he is. She looks like she's searching. And this one looks like she's sitting. Like waiting. Knowing. There's knowing here. It's this person has energy that matches yours. Strength that matches yours. They have an understanding of their own past that matches yours. Is similar. Similar soul purpose. It's almost as if you had origins, similar origins, like similar life purpose or calling in the past when you were younger. This person is meeting, so it's in with this energy of security. It's coming in. It's coming in the area of freedom. Past, present, and future. The underlying energy of freedom is development. The Four of Wands, the Twin Flame card, the Happy Home card, the new home, the marriage, the development of what you're doing. It's like, I just see like a construction site. It's like you're there. You're there and ready to build. You're there and ready to start building. So, I mean, you don't show up unless you have the plans and the architecture. There's an architect here, designer, you know, it's like, I'm seeing it all with this Queen of Pentacles in the middle, kind of waving her wand around, saying, you know, she's doing all this magic, and you're there at this site, this like construction site almost, and it's like, well, nobody shows up at a construction site unless they're ready to build, and that's the indication here. That is the indication here. I mean, there's no iffiness about it. There's no uncertainty. It's like, well, you don't show up unless you have everything in hand, and you do. So and that's what's going on now. That's what Spirit is saying is happening now. It's the underlying foundation. In the past, in freedom, you were given the Ace of Wands, given by Spirit the Ace of Wands. Clear understanding of your potential. If you look here, you know, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the developing evolution of your manifestation skills, knowing what you want. You know, you had this dream and held this vision since you were young, since you were a child, and now and you went into like this searching mode, and now you went into this sitting mode, and you're like just waving your wand around, knowing all of the elements and all of the components. And you arrive at this construction site, so to speak, to start building this life. And you're given this tool. This one, the wand. It's like, I don't know, it's like you were given this empowerment to really make it happen. To really make it happen. And now you're using this capability. And in the present, now you have the Ace of Swords. Right now you have the Ace of Swords. So you had the inspiration, and now you have the clarity and the certainty. There's so much that comes with this intellect, this Ace of Sword, this Excalibur. It's like I have the tools. I don't have just any tools. I have the tools, is what I'm feeling. I have the tools to make this happen. Now, where are all my workers, you know? And then they come in. It's like it's emotionally fulfilling to you because look, who comes in? Who comes in? This person here. This person here comes in with all the skills. And I do mean skills. Yes. to help you build this life. And it is long-term emotional fulfillment. I mean, it's as simple as that. It's happening. I don't know what else to say. It's like there are no snafus. There are no what ifs. There are no, we need to wait for some more components to come in. There's none of that. I don't feel it. I don't feel any of that. I don't feel any of that at all. I feel that you are giving expression to your awareness of the gains and losses in love is where you're at right now. And you're holding that in a very tangible way. And I don't know, it's just creating some kind of magic or magical momentum. It's arming you somehow with this discernment. It's important that you express this awareness of what you've learned, because it brings more clarity to it, to what you already know. It actually sharpens your understanding of what you already know about the gains and losses of your life, your love, yours only. Not in general, but in your love and in your life. And now I just want one overall card and a overarching, very specific archetypal message from Spirit. Very specific to us, Virgo. Right here and now from Spirit. What do you do with all of this? Final culmination. Be very specific. This is all amounting to this construction. The watchtower of the East. The spring. Completely new beginning. Look at all the air and the yellow. The reward. Look at all the yellow. This is all the direction of the East. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one. There's abundance. There's quick movement. You've been using your tools. You're being brought to this site. You're about to develop and construct your new life. I mean, this is it. You're approaching that ground. I'm curious to see, how does the Watchtower of the East describe that construction site of your new life? Let's read the description. This is where you're heading. Watchtower of the East. Spring. Calling the guardians and gatekeepers of the East. The season of spring brings you fresh ideas as it works in conjunction with the element of air. By visiting the Watchtower of the East, you are being assisted in your journeying work through meditation and connection with the astral plane. Inspiration, creativity, and aspiration grace you. The East will assist with writing, tests, poetry, communication, and intelligence. Holy crap. Wow, I just said all that. Now's the time to connect with the God in his boyhood. Right here. This God in his boyhood. Now is the time to connect with the God in his boyhood. And the maiden aspect of the triple goddess. To plant your seeds and dream big so that the guardians of the East can usher in all that is needed for you to achieve your goals. Be used in accordance with your magical workings at dawn. Spring heralds new beginnings for you in association with whichever card flanks this one. This card is for the whole reading. So it heralds new beginnings in all of this. In the Ten of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, for all of this. The whole thing. The time is now. Work with the element of air to enhance your meditative and visionary skills. You will be assisted in a test or exam that is coming up. Your creative juices are flowing. This is a good time to pen your ideas. Cast your spells at dawn. Holy mackerel. Hail and welcome, ancient ones of the magical circle of the East. The air blows new ideas and thoughts as the wand points us in the right direction. The element of air induces the winds of fortune as we focus on new beginnings. As the sun rises at dawn, it welcomes springtime and the goddess in her maiden aspect, and the god as the youth. 'Tis the first stirring of spring, new beginnings doth east bring. Drink of what it represents, purity, growth, and expectance. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Wow, it's happening. Whatever it is, it's happening now. October is the month. It will be a new dawn for you, your whole life, all the fulfillment you wanted, transmuting the emotional energy into those writings and expressions will help give you even more discernment of what you already know. More clarity. Clarity will give you power, and the power will bring you love. More exponentially, and you will have this match. This energy will match yours. However that shows up in spirit form, emotional form, mental form, or physical form, or all of those forms. All of them. In passionate form. All of the forms that will come and match you. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Virgo. I hope you will join me for future videos. When you subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you are alerted to all new videos coming from this channel. And if you would like to arrange a personal reading with me or make a donation, look to the drop-down box below. The links are contained in there. Until we meet again, Virgo, much, much love and brightest blessings from my soul to yours. Bye-bye.